Salutations and hallucinations, old steamed offenders. We're back again for vaping with Uncle JoJo. Got some vape mail in today. It's about a week and a half old, and I only got half the order. I was supposed to be getting in 2 of these and only got 1. These are pre-orders. They're just not good, but here you go. We have the Youde Technology Goliath. There's her sister, the Goblin. What is the main difference? Well, we're going to unbox this bad boy, and look, actually she's been unboxed. Went through a 91% isopropyl alcohol bath for a minimum of 4 hours. Why? Because you don't know what's on there. How well did they clean it? Do you want to vape solvents and cutting oils? This thing might have, some of the parts might have fallen up under a bench, got run over by 37 rats, and then dry humped by a cockroach. You don't know. So let's put some alcohol on there and clean all the goodies off of it. Now, anytime you open up the Youde Technology, you pull it out of this little box here, you're going to want to flip it open on the back side, and there's your manual. And yes, you're going to get this stuff E-N-G-R-I-S-H, English. You're going to get it. It basically tells you how to take it apart, how to wick it, all that good stuff. Pretty decent little book, nothing spectacular. You also have a little slide here with the goodie bag in it. It's going to have all your extra O-rings and a couple of extra screws. It's especially good if you, like me, and tend to lose those damp things. Now, when you open up the box, you have some stuff written on the inside here. And I will read it to you. Goliath Rebuildable Atomizer. Oil feeding adjustable according to the density of oil and can close completely if necessary. Oil being juice. 2 2.8 millimeter air intakes, which will be, of course, your air holes at the bottom. 6 millimeter air outlet, which is the chimney. While oil ring closed, you could, I'm not making this up, while oil ring closed, you could remove the oil chamber and replace wires without leaking. It's called English, people. Especially software translations, you get English. Pay attention. Note, the spare parts kit and manual had been placed behind of gift box. I'm not making this up, people. I'm going to put it right here. I want everybody to see. What does that say? Hit the pause button and read that. That's English. Welcome to America. Potato. Now, here it is. There is the Goblin. I mean, the Goliath, my bad. So used to saying Goblin, it's not even funny. All right, at the top you'll see you got some nice little heat fins. We're going to take that off right quick. Boom, there it comes. A little O-ring there. Good heavy solid piece of stainless steel. Thick Pyrex glass. Here's the top part of the 2-piece chimney. So just basically a double-threaded barrel, so it doesn't matter which way you put it on. These 2 pieces come off. Now, this is important to remember. When you look at this one here, you're going to see this bottom. This is the actual beveled ring that you turn to control juice flow to your wicking. Now, if you'll look, you got 2 holes, but right up here, you got a pin. That pin, if you'll look here, you're going to see 2 juice channels. There's your capture. That is a capture slot. That pin goes up inside of there, so that's how you're going to put that together. That keeps it from traveling. It captures and keeps it from over-traveling either way. So they'll just spin and spin and spin. You see what I'm saying? Now, there you go. Now we're going to take the chimney itself off, which is a little bit more bevel, has a much sharper bevel angle to it, which in my book is going to make it feed a little bit better. Nice and wide, good thick stainless. This isn't that little thin chintzy stuff. Now we can see Uncle JoJo already has a couple of small 2 millimeter coils in there. 26 gauge Canthal. She's weighing in at 0.4 ohms. It's about where I like to be. Of course, as we can see, dual post instead of 4 posts. The quad post design takes up a bit more room. Everything tends to have to be smaller to fit. In my book, it's much easier to build on a dual post. It's just much easier to build. Just build, if you want 4 ohms, build a couple of 8 ohm coils, pop them on here, boom, they come down to 4. See how easy that is? Very, very simple. Of course, you got your little Goblin trim, this little ring for air adjustment. You pop it off, pop it back on if you want to. Now, once you get this built, of course, you're going to put your chimney back on eventually. It goes on. Now, this piece here goes on as 1 piece. Now, you're going to notice that there's a notch. Get it over here where we can actually see this puppy. There is a notch there. What that notch does is it captures this top piece. So it'll only fit, then click, it pops down. Now the beauty of that is that keeps that piece from moving, which allows only this piece to travel back and forth. That's the whole idea behind all of this. Of course, you've got this coming together here. Glass just sits right there. This piece here will sit right there, and look at that, it goes right back together, and boom. Now, normally when you build, you want to make sure before you put it all the way together and fill her full of juice. Now watch this though. See, normally you would have to build this, then you want to put your center chimney ring over here and test fire it a couple times to make sure it's not going to arc against the sidewalls and dead short. Then you got to clean out your tank, blah, 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 this way. But this is a lot easier. Now you're going to be able to do it, and if it does, pull it right back out. So this is very, very easy. You pop the whole dang thing out. We're going to wick it here in a second. Be back in just a second, and guess what we're going to do? Pump this puppy up. Yeah. We're going to pump it up. And we're back. She's filled up now. Poured some of that Dr. Creamy's Ultra Cream version 2, Uncle JoJo's creation, in there. Now we're going to hold her up here, right side by side with her sister, the Goblin, or little sister, whatever you want to call her. As you can see, actual tank size, overall height, very, very close to the same. The heat sinks are mainly what's going to add you to height. Tank itself, yeah, about the same. You're still looking at about, this is a 3, and I believe a 3.5 milliliter. This one's 4. So not a huge difference, but hey, every little bit counts. Now, we'll do a quick demo here of this, then we're going to get up out of here. I got a date with a drop dead gorgeous blue-eyed bombshell blonde tonight. Ain't got time to be playing with y'all, yo. Let's take a looky. All right. Now, as you can see, the juice channels here are wide open. We're going to turn them back over here. Close. This is a 60-40 liquid, people. 60-40. And yeah, just turn it over here where you can see the bubble popping. It's full. It's slap full. So this ain't Uncle JoJo playing no games with you. What you can see, this is a full tank of juice, no leakage. That's a pretty neat trick. And of course, there is your wicking. She's all wicked up, all nice and pretty. And yeah, I've been toking on her mighty hard because this is my creation, Ultra Cream version 2. Check the reviews on this stuff. It's the bomb diggity. I got a little juice on it while I was in there. I was so anxious to get her filled up. Now, take her and flip her over here. Like I said, when you want to turn it, to open it up, you want to turn it as you're looking at a clock, just like this. It would be clockwise. Make sure she is turning. If I quit dropping it, I got juice all over my hands in there from messing with that juice bottle. So I'm slick. Now, there's your G. So you want to go back toward that G. And there you go. She's wide open. Now you can adjust that, of course. So if you got like a max VG, you want it wide, slap open. What I'm running in here is a 60-40. So I've got it wide open, and we're going to, to be honest with you, before I even started this last little piece here, I burned a whole tank out of it. just toking as hard as I could on it, and no leakage, no issues. Flavored is actually, to me, slightly better than the Goblin. Even though everything's virtually identical, I mean, you just 2-post versus 4-post shouldn't be a real difference, but that little extra airflow through there, you get a little bit more airflow because of the fact of the smaller deck. Because you have a small deck, it has to fit inside of a chimney, which in turn has to fit inside of a tank. Things get cramped, a little bit more room, a little bit better airflow. And with this beveled top versus that, it's got more of a bevel to it. I actually think this thing makes slightly better flavor. And of course, she's sitting at 40 watts, at 4 ohms. I know you, oh, why don't you build it down to 2? I have a regulated box. I don't have to build it down to 2. I don't have to work my batteries. My Sigeli 150 does it for me. Not saying it's a bad thing to build down to 0.2 on a regulated device. Just, there's no real need. The box will do the work for you. But if you want to, knock yourself out. It's not going to hurt nothing one way or the other. But, all in all, folks, if you like them, they're really great. Today, this is basically 2 o'clock on April the 10th. oh, I'm sorry, it's 6 o'clock, 6:15 on April the 10th. Here's what I suggest y'all do. Head over to Vape NW. This is what I mean. As far as I know, they still got them in stock, or they did. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Get you one. Even if you got a Goblin, this Goliath, she's a kick butt. She's easier to build on. She's a hell of a lot easier to build on than a Goblin. That makes it worthwhile right there, all by itself. More room. And again, this is Uncle JoJo. Hope you have a merry, blessed weekend. I hope the good Lord blesses you as He has blessed me. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave me some feedback. Let me know what you want, what you like, what you dislike. And of course, as always, much love and peas and corn bread.